Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Man, it has been a minute and a half since I have uploaded, and I'm really sorry about that. I have been on a bit of a hiatus. I told myself, because I was spending the second half of my summer out at my cabin because of my crappy laptop, I was unable to consistently film and edit and upload. So I told myself that I would give myself just the month to enjoy my summer, relax, and then as soon as I got home, I would get back into uploading. And I found myself, when I got back to reality, really struggling with my mental health. And this is something that I have battled for a few years now, and it's just been hard. COVID has proven to be very challenging in that my career and livelihood are being questioned. I was temporarily laid off due to COVID, and I am back only one day a week, which, trust me, does not pay the bills. So I've been relying on government subsidies, and while I have a good amount of money saved up, that I'm doing okay right now, trying to look into the future about where I'm going, I'm nervous, I'm stressed, I'm anxious, I'm all of the emotions. But I'm back, and I thought, what not a better way to start off this week than a video about some tips and tricks on the things that I am doing to get myself out of my head and out of this state that I've been living in the past couple of weeks, just to feel better physically, emotionally, and just to be able to live my life to the fullest going forward. So, if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and let's get started. So this is something that I took from therapy, and yes, I went to therapy after my separation. I was obviously going through a really hard time, and I decided to talk to somebody about it, to talk to a professional, and she opened my eyes to so many things. I was able to acknowledge a lot of my kind of traumas in my last relationship, you know, things that have really affected me emotionally and affected me going forward, and just learned a lot of ways to cope with things. And the one thing she talked to me about is daily affirmations. And that is just looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself nice things. The one that I've been telling myself lately is, I know you're struggling, but I love you. And I think it's so important to love yourself. And you know, maybe you don't always like yourself, or maybe you don't like how you're acting, or you aren't proud of where you are at that moment. And I think it's just important to remind yourself that you love you, because you're worth loving. And then I told myself, you are beautiful, worthy, and strong as hell. So I would encourage you guys to do this. It may be really awkward at first. Trust me, I fought this for so long. I was like, I don't want to do this. This seems stupid. This seems weird. But it really has helped me when I acknowledge my feelings about myself, but then I put a positive spin on my emotions toward myself. The next thing is move your body. And I know you've probably heard this over and over and over again, but it really does make all the difference, and it doesn't have to be big. So sometimes I go to the gym and I kill a workout, and you know, I'm sweating, and that makes me feel really good. Sometimes it's just going for a walk, walking the dog, getting some fresh air. Sometimes it's as simple as dancing in the kitchen with my toddler. Move your body, just get up and do something. I know I tend to want to just recoil and just lay in bed and do nothing. And, you know, I'm so thankful that I do have a child that I have to get up for and do things for. I have to feed him and play with him and engage with him. He gets me out of bed on the hard days, and, you know, you just have to remind yourself to just get up and move and do something. Social media can be a little bit toxic when you are in a negative mind frame, and scrolling through social media, even YouTube itself, you can be following people that have a life that you kind of wish you had. And, you know, a lot of creators, they just post the good stuff, and you have to remember that. But you see that and you're like, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I was as successful, or whatever it may be. And sometimes you need to just turn off social media. And so what I've kind of turned to is podcasts, because podcasts can be so good for self-reflection and actually learning. And sometimes social media is too, like for instance with videos like these, I hope that you're taking away things to make your life better and not to make you feel inadequate. But podcasts really have been hitting the spot for me lately. One of my favorites is the Papaya podcast. It's by Sarah Nicole. If you guys don't follow her on Instagram, honestly, you should. She's all about body positivity and just empowering women. And she used to be a single mom, and she's remarried, and she's having another kid. And she's so honest throughout her whole journey, and I just really connect with that. So I started listening to her podcast and just getting to hear a little bit more about her story than what she shares on her Instagram. And it's just a really good podcast. So I would encourage, maybe stop scrolling through Instagram and listen to some podcasts that will help you improve. This one may not be for everyone, but clean and organize. For some people, I think this may cause maybe more anxiety, but for me, a clean and organized space helps me mentally. And if things are, you know, you can't always control what's going on around you in your life, but you can control your environment. And so I strongly believe that like having a clean and organized home can really help your mindset. And so when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I love to just like clean and organize. And it doesn't always have to be like things with your home, but just organizing your life. Get a planner and start planning out your days, what you want to get done during the day. And it can be as simple as like unload the dishwasher or take out the garbage, and you can like check it off your list, and you're like, wow, I actually accomplished something today. Even if it's like the smallest things, it actually can really help mentally. Just clean and organize your life, your mind, your soul, all that jazz. And number 5, the last one, is talk about it. And again, talking to a professional really helped me, but talk to your friends, talk to your family, whoever you feel comfortable with. And I think sometimes for me, talking to people that are close to me is harder because maybe I'm a little bit more afraid of judgment. Sometimes I don't want advice, and when you talk to people that you're close to, they want to fix you or they want to help you. And so they give a lot of advice, and sometimes I just want to like vent about how I'm feeling. And so sometimes a professional is sometimes the way to go, because they are really good at listening and they can offer advice if you need it, but they don't ever try to like force it on you. And I mean, that sounds bad. Like, I love the people in my life and I love that they want to help and take care of me, but it's just not always the easiest to talk to them. So just talk to somebody, or even talk to the internet. Like, I find expressing myself, so I'll even sit down in front of a camera sometimes and just vent, just go off about whatever happened that day that's like making me upset. And then I don't post it, but I just feel like I was speaking to someone. I feel like somebody was hearing me, and it makes me feel better. So whether you post it or not, just talk about it out loud. Talk about how you're feeling, acknowledge how you're feeling. I think sometimes with anxiety and depression and whatever, you feel very trapped inside your own head. And so talking about it, whether you're talking about it out loud to someone or just to yourself, you're getting out of your head. And I think it's really helpful. I have a lot more things that I do to get out of a funk and reset, but these are just a few things that I have started incorporating daily, and I really am starting to feel better. And thank you guys for supporting my channel even while I've been away. I know there's been a few new subscribers, and I'm so appreciative of you for joining my journey, and I hope that whatever you're going through, whatever made you click on this video and watch it, that you are able to overcome it. And you know, if I can be a listening ear for you, I would love to be that. You can reach out to me on my social media or in the comments below. Sometimes in the comments you can connect with really like-minded people, and you know, vent your problems to a stranger. Even that might make you feel better. I just hope you all are staying safe and getting through this tough time, as I know a lot of us are really struggling all over the world. Just need to keep pushing through, and there are brighter days on the other side, I promise you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.